dimensional space, because time is the fourth dimension, and when we combine the space and time, so we get space dash time. Means space time means a four-dimensional space where exist four dimensions, not living only in three. Because if you just look over it, concentrate over it, so time is just the four dimension. Space and time are incomplete without each other. So time is the fourth dimension according to the general theory of relativity. As when Professor Albert Einstein in 1905 published the special theory of relativity as his fourth paper that year, in his miracle year of 1905. Then he pointed out that nothing can travel faster with the speed of light. But when he concentrated on Newton's theory of gravity, that if we have two bodies placed here and if we directly bring, so of course there will be gravitational attraction between them. But if we bring the second body here, so instantly gravitational attraction will get slower. How is this possible? This is at an instant which is just much faster than the speed of light. Then it means the special theory of relativity is not consistent with the Newton's theory of gravitation or the Newton's universal law of gravitation. So from 1908 up to 1940, continuously by getting the result of thought experiment and working hard, continuously he struggled with a theory called the general theory of relativity, differentiating it with the first theory of relativity, more correctly second, because before that existed the principle of relativity formulated by Galileo Galilei, the special theory of relativity, and then comes the general theory of relativity, a modified theory of Newton's theory of gravity and Einstein's special theory of relativity, which states that gravity actually isn't a force like all the other forces. It isn't like that, because objects are not meant to move around the circular kinds of orbits. Planets are not invented, just not meant to move around the sun in circular orbit by a force called gravity, but to follow a geodesic path around the thing. Because it is just an illusion. Actually, planets don't follow a circular orbit around the sun at all, as was predicted by the Newton's theory of gravity. Einstein said that if you look at a two-dimensional map, a flat map, so a geodesic may be a point connecting a straight line, because it is the shortest or longest distance between 2 points over Earth or in the universe at any places. So if you have to go from Mumbai to Delhi, so whatever straight line will be, that will be of course shortest path. But if you look over flat map, it will be obviously just like this, a straight line. But if you look it at our globe, if you look it from Earth, so it will be not a straight line like this, it will be a line like this. Means it gets converted from two-dimensional to three-dimensional if we add one more dimension. It means that actually planets are meant to follow geodesics around them, but still it is just an illusion that it comes out that they are moving around circular orbit around the sun, and they are actually moving because of the high matter present in the sun, because there is so high amount of matter, mass and energy that it curves the space-time. There don't exist three dimensions at all. There exist four dimensions, but according to the string theory, more correctly M theory, there are 11 dimensions at all, which is really very confusing. Okay, so coming back to the general theory of relativity, there are four dimensions at all, and the fourth is time itself. So space and time are nothing without each other. Space and time must be combined with each other so that as to form a four-dimensional space called the space-time. And due to the high matter present in the sun, it curves the space-time around us. And due to this curvature of space-time, obviously there's also gravity. Due to this curvature of space-time, the planets try to follow geodesics around the sun. But as the space-time is curved, it is a four-dimensional space-time, it is seen that the planets move at circular orbits at all. And it looks like this. But if there wouldn't be space-time at all, it would be three-dimensional. So the planets would be moving just in straight lines. And the Newton's theory of gravity couldn't predict the orbit of Mercury. Unlike other planets, Mercury moves in a different kind of orbit. If sun is concentrated here and all planets move like this around the sun, so Mercury's path is something different. If sun is here, so Mercury will be moving around the sun in something this way. This is something more a bit elliptical. So first it will be going like this and not continuously like this. First it will go around the sun like this. Later it will change its angle by a bit, again changing and again changing. And it finally, through all the points, it makes a circle every 3,60,000 years. So we'll have to wait 3,60,000 years so as the Mercury comes back to its original position, initial position. So that's just to a long time. And this theory is called Einstein's general theory of relativity.